Okay, hello. Today I'm going to be in my room instead of outside because my family is doing yard work right now and it's really loud. Um, looks like it's lagging a little bit, so if it is, could you comment below to let me know if it doesn't look right? Okay. So we'll just go ahead and get started. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to get our bodies moving with a little bit of kickboxing, and then we're going to continue our conversation about self-advocacy by talking about peer pressure. So if you are here from after school and you would like to be included in this week's attendance, please text your name as well as your school to the number 312-869-2729. Today you don't need any extra materials. You should be able to do everything just alone by yourself. But before we get started, let me go over the five-finger contract again. So if you are here with after school, you probably understand the five-finger contract because we use it in all our after-school programs, but we've changed it a little bit to fit virtual programming. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to go over it again. The pinky finger is going to mean safety. For virtual programming, this is going to be not posting any of your personal information online. So we really encourage you to comment along these videos and also join in with us on the live chat, which is on the side there if you're able to. But please don't be posting any of your full name or where you are or any other personal information because it's really important to us that you're staying safe. And that's a part of being safe on the internet. The ring finger is going to be for commitment. To be committed for virtual programming, that's going to mean trying all these activities to your best of your ability. Everything is going to be a little different and might be a little more challenging than it would be if we were coaching you in person, but it's still important to try it out, give it your all, because that's how you're going to have fun. The middle finger is going to be for respect. Respect is just going to mean being kind, listening to your coaches. If you are commenting on the live chat, which is to the side right here, just make sure that you are saying nice things, you're not being mean to other participants. And then also, if you join our Zoom team time meetings later on, that you're being kind to the other participants and also being kind to your coaches who are leading the team time sessions. The pointer finger is going to be for teamwork. Teamwork's going to look a little different for virtual programming because usually in person it would mean working with other participants, but since you're at home, this could mean engaging your family members. If you have any siblings that you think would enjoy these activities, you can do these activities with them. Or if you have parents or guardians who might want to join in, I encourage you to get them to join in too. And then your thumb is going to be having fun. So try to learn something new, try to do these activities, and hopefully we'll have fun today. I'm just going to say it one more time, but if you would like to be included in this week's attendance, please text your name as well as your school to the number that I'm going to put in the live chat right now. So it's 312-869-2729. There we go. So text your name and your school to that number. Okay. And so before we get to kickboxing, I'm going to go ahead and lead a little warm up. Don't mind my a little bit messy room. So let's go. Okay. Oh, you can't even see me. So we're going to start out with some jumping jacks. So we're going to do 20 jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, next we're going to do high knees for 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, and then we're going to do 10 squats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then we're going to do that 2 more times. So 20 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 high knees. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And then 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, one more time. 20 jumping jacks. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. A little out of breath. Then 20 high knees. Okay, and 10 squats. Okay, awesome. Now I'm going to get some water and we'll talk about kickboxing. So a couple weeks ago, Coach Matthew actually already did a kickboxing video, but I wanted to review the moves that we learned then. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. Review those moves and kind of do a short little routine just to get our body moving, our blood pumping, just because kickboxing is really fun to do. If you don't know what kickboxing is, it involves like punching and kicking. It's a great way for relieving stress or any tension, or if you're feeling upset or angry, these are great exercises to do for that. It's really important that with kickboxing, you understand that you're not punching anyone. It's a no contact sport. It's just for cardio. The movements are controlled. So you're not just like punching your arm everywhere. You're controlling them because that's how you're going to make your muscles strong. So first thing we're going to learn. So I'm going to stand back up. And we're going to do the ready stance. So the way that you do your ready stance is you have your feet shoulder width apart. You can't see my feet, but you can kind of see my legs. You're going to have your knees slightly bent. You're going to have your arms in front of you, kind of staggered in front of your face. And you're going to kind of like jump side to side and kind of stay on your toes. This is so you're ready for the movements that you're going to do. And so if anyone, it's like you're pretending to fight someone. So if the pretend person comes at you, you can move really fast. Okay, and that's the stance you're going to go back to between the moves. So I'm going to review the kickboxing moves just kind of quickly. So this, where you just do a quick punch in front of you and bring it back, that's called a jab. So how about you practice it a little bit with me? So this is my right hand, so it would be a right jab, and another right jab, and another right jab. Then my left hand, hold up your left hand, left jab, left jab, left jab. Okay, awesome. So the next move is going to be called a crossover. So what you're going to do is take your arm and punch across your body, so sideways. So since this is my right hand again, it's going to be a right crossover, right crossover, right crossover. And then my left hand, left crossover, left crossover, left crossover. Okay, awesome. So those are the first two arm moves. So next we're going to learn the uppercut, which is just going to be you have your arms like this, and you're going to cut up. So with your right hand, right uppercut, right uppercut, right uppercut. And then with your left hand, left uppercut, left uppercut, left uppercut. Something to remember is to keep your other hand in front of your face, because that's how you're going to block someone else from punching you during this. So the next we're going to learn are, well, I'll teach you a duck, which is just a squat. You just go like that, real fast. That's a duck. So duck, and duck, and duck. Awesome. So next we'll do the kicks, and I'll start out with the front kick. So with your right leg, you're just going to bring your knee up and kick forward. Then right kick, right kick, right kick. And then your left leg, left kick, left kick, left kick. Awesome. And so those are the front kicks, and now I'm going to learn the side kicks. I'm a little close to my dresser, so I'm going to stand up a little bit even though you can't see me. We'll do your right leg. You kick to the side like that. 1, 2, 3. And then your left leg. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. So those are all the moves, and now we're going to do a little routine. So I'm going to tell you the order of the moves we're going to do beforehand, and then we're going to do them, each of them 10 times. So for example, the first one's going to be right jab, duck, left jab. And so that's a combo. So right, duck, left. And so we're going to do that 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. So that one's pretty easy. They might get a little more complicated. The next one is going to be right cross, left up, and then duck. So ready? Right, left, duck. So let's do it 8 more times. So right, left, duck. 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 Okay, and now we're going to do it the opposite way. So it will be left, right, duck. So let's do that 9 times. Duck, left, right, duck. 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 Awesome. So the next one is going to be, we're going to do a combination of kicks and ducks. So it's going to be, you're going to duck, and then right front kick, duck, right side kick. So we'll do that 10 times. So front kick, side kick. 1, front kick, side kick. 2, front kick, side kick. 3, front kick, side kick. 4, front kick, side kick. 5, front kick, side kick. 6, front kick, side kick. 7, front kick, side kick. 8, front kick, side kick. 9, ooh, almost fell over. Front kick, side kick. 10. Hi to whoever said hi in the comments. Good to see you. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing, but the opposite leg. So left front kick, duck, side left kick. Okay, so duck, front kick, duck, side kick. 1, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Awesome. So go ahead and get a sip of water. Okay. So those are the only combos that I had and the only routine I had. Because next we're gonna do some stretching and move on to the self-advocacy part. But since you know all the moves now, you can put them together yourself and create your own routines. If you come up with a routine and want to show one of the coaches during team time, I totally encourage you to do so. That'd be super cool. But let's go ahead and do some stretches. So we stand up. Take your right arm, cross your body, and hug it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take your right arm, put it behind your back, and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Hi, I'm good. Whoever's commenting, hope you're doing well too. Oh, sweaty from kickboxing. Glasses are fogging up. Okay, let's do quads next. So you're gonna grab your ankle and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're gonna do hamstrings. So I don't know if you're gonna be able, I'll push the camera down a little bit. So you're gonna take your foot, put it in front of you, reach your right hand and grab your toes and pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and then back up. You're gonna take your right arm, stretch it over your head to stretch your side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and let's just do this a couple times. Reach all the way up and stretch. And then roll back down and touch your toes. And then all the way back up. And all the way down. Touch your toes again. Then one more time. All the way up. And then all the way back down. And touch your toes. Okay, awesome. So that's all we're going to do for that. And so let's move on to talk about self-advocacy. I didn't talk about this in my session last week because Coach Callie was actually here last Tuesday to do my session for me because I did her session for her on Thursday. But on Thursday, I talked about self-advocacy. And so what does that mean? Self-advocacy means standing up and speaking up for yourself, which means you're speaking up for your needs, your beliefs, and also your rights, which is all really important. And so someone who's a good self-advocate is someone who knows their strengths and weaknesses. And we talked about that last week. We talked about how to recognize your own strengths and your own weaknesses. A strength is something that you're really good at. So for me, an example of one of my strengths is that I'm a good listener. And a weakness would be something that you need to work on, or maybe something that might be challenging that you may need to some extra practice with. So an example of a weakness for me would be probably being active every day, because some days I'm not and some days I am, but I kind of wish that I was more active more of the time. So it's something that I'm working on and constantly trying to improve myself to be better. So those are examples of strengths and weaknesses, and knowing those is a good way to using those to advocate for yourself. This week, we're going to talk more about the part of self-advocacy, which is standing up for yourself in a safe and positive way, without hurting anyone else. Um, if you want to look at the last session where I talked about strengths and weaknesses, you can go to our YouTube account, which is Girls in the Game on YouTube, and go to our virtual programming playlist and watch my session from last Thursday, and you'll learn all about that. But today we're going to talk about advocating for yourself when you're feeling pressured by others. So for this, we're going to talk about peer pressure. And so we're going to talk about first how to recognize peer pressure and know what it is, then how to react to it. And it's going to be kind of a short overview. It's not going to be super in depth, but if you have any questions about that, you can talk to me about it during teen time or comment below, and I'd be happy to explain it some more. So first, let's talk about the types of peer pressure. So I think the most common one that everyone tends to think about when they think about peer pressure is negative peer pressure. So this means you're being pressured to make a poor decision, an unhealthy decision, or just a bad decision. But negative peer pressure isn't the only kind of peer pressure. There's also positive peer pressure. There's a lot of positive things that you may want to do because your friends are doing it or because a friend told you should do it. So positive peer pressure is when you're being pressured to make a good decision or a healthy decision or a decision that's going to help you be a better person. So those are the two types. There's negative and positive. And for the next activity, negative peer pressure is going to be a down like this. Positive peer pressure is going to be thumbs up. So then there's also two other ways to categorize peer pressure. There's direct peer pressure and then indirect peer pressure. So direct peer pressure would be something when someone tells you to do something using their words or they're pressuring you to do something. I'll give some examples in a little bit. Whereas indirect peer pressure is you feel pressured to do something because everyone else is doing it, but they're not necessarily telling you to do it, but you just see them doing it. And so it makes you think, maybe I should do that too. So let's go on to some examples. So I'm going to read these examples and I want you to think and do like, for you back at home, if you think it's an example of positive peer pressure, put a thumbs up. If it's negative peer pressure, put a thumbs down. And then we'll also talk about if it's direct versus indirect peer pressure. So here's the first example. A classmate asks you to give her the answers to last night's homework. So is this an example of direct peer pressure or indirect peer pressure? And then is this an example of positive peer pressure or negative peer pressure? So think about that for a second. I'll read it one more time. A classmate asks you to give her the answers to last night's homework. Okay, so it's an example of direct peer pressure because a classmate is telling you with her words that she would like you to give her the answers to last night's homework. That's directly asking you. It's direct peer pressure. But it's also an example of negative peer pressure because that would be an example of cheating. If she's copying your homework, you're just giving her the answer. She's not learning it for herself, and you can also get in trouble for doing that. So I would encourage you not to do that. We'll talk about ways to react to this later on. So the next example is going to be you overhear some of your classmates talking about skipping class. You know if you don't join them, you'll be one of the only ones not skipping class. So is this an example of direct or indirect peer pressure? And is it positive or is it negative peer pressure? I'm going to read it one more time. You overhear some of your classmates talking about skipping class. You know if you don't join them, you'll be the only one not skipping. So what do you think? So I think the answer, someone just commented an emoji, they're thinking. Good job thinking back at home. So this would be example first, indirect peer pressure. So your classmates aren't telling you to skip class, you just overhear them talking about it. But you know that a lot of them are planning to skip class, so it's pressuring you thinking maybe that you should. But it's also an example of negative peer pressure because skipping class is not a good idea. You're going to miss out on what they're learning in class if you skip class, and you can also get in trouble. So it's not something that you probably want to do. So it's an example of indirect and negative peer pressure. Okay, let's do two more. So you overhear some of your classmates talking about skipping class. It's a little bit similar to the last one. One of your classmates who decided not to skip class says, if you skip class, you'll get in trouble. So is that direct or indirect peer pressure? And is it positive or negative? So, one more time. You overhear some of your classmates talking about skipping class. One of your classmates who decided not to skip class says to you, if you skip class, you'll get in trouble. So, this is an example of direct peer pressure because it's one of your classmates telling you directly that you shouldn't skip class. So, it's direct peer pressure. And it's an example of positive peer pressure because your classmate is telling you that if you skip class, you'll get in trouble, which just reminds you that you probably shouldn't do it. And reminds you to make a better decision. So good job to whoever commented thumbs up because that's definitely right. It's a positive peer pressure by your other classmate. So let's do the last one. You notice that the soccer team has a lot of fun practicing together and decide to try out for the team. So is this indirect or direct peer pressure? And is it positive or is it negative? So you notice that the soccer team has a lot of fun practicing together and decide to try out for the team. So I think this is an example of indirect peer pressure because you see the soccer team having fun, but no one told you that you should join the soccer team. You just see it happening. And then whoever commented thumbs up, it is an example of positive peer pressure because joining the soccer team is a great idea if it's something that you want to do. It's a way to get active, and if they're having fun, then it seems like it's going to be a fun time. So those were my examples to show you the difference between indirect and direct peer pressure and positive and negative. So let's talk about how you would react because now we recognize the different kinds of peer pressure. So how do we react to them? First of all, for positive peer pressure, I think this is kind of an easy decision. Make the choice that you want to do. So if you see other people having fun playing soccer and you think maybe I should join, that's an example of positive peer pressure. But if you really don't like playing soccer, then you don't have to join. So it's really up to you. But for negative peer pressure, this is where you can have the opportunity to advocate for yourself and make a choice that's going to be best for you. So for examples of negative peer pressure, some things you can do is directly say no to the person who's telling you to do something that doesn't seem like a good idea. Just say no. You can also suggest a different choice that may be safer and more positive. You can walk away. You can say no and then explain why you don't want to, because you probably have a good explanation if it's a bad idea. You can ignore the person telling you to do something that you don't want to do, or ignore the peer pressure of seeing other people do something that you shouldn't do. You can also change the subject. Then you can go, if you're having trouble thinking of what to do, you can find a trusted adult and they can help you make a decision. So let's use one of our examples and then we're gonna get ready for team time because it's almost time. So a classmate asked you to give her the answers to last night's homework. So we talked about this as a direct and negative peer pressure. So a way that you could react to this in a positive way is maybe changing the subject and doing a positive thing. You can maybe help her with whatever she doesn't understand on the homework, and she can do the homework herself. You could ask the teacher for help or encourage your classmate to ask the teacher for help. Or you could just tell her no, that you don't want her to copy your homework because that's cheating. So yeah, so those are examples of positive, negative, indirect, and direct peer pressure and how to react to it. So now we're going to join in on team time. If you are from Tonti or Richardson, your team time comes up directly after this at 2:30. If you are from, Pershing and Jackson, your team is going to be from 3:15 to 3:30. If you're from Legacy and Perspectives, your team time is going to be from 3:30 to 3:45. So you can follow those Zoom links at girlsinthegame.org/virtual to join those team times. Thanks. Hopefully I'll see you all later.